Okay, so again, my name is Tamara Persinger. I do the vendor trainings for our group, so I definitely try to cover vendors. I will do the new vendors usually within a week or two. I always try to go back and do some of our standards for our new agents, but I always like to hit vendors that are kind of new to us. So again, if I go a little fast, please slow me down or have me repeat something. I am not proud, and it will not bother me one bit to go back and repeat that. This vendor, I don't know, everybody who's on today who said they have not worked with this vendor. So because you have not, we're going to kind of start from the beginning. I think you will really find that you will love Europe Express. Okay, so there aren't a lot of we have a couple of standard vendors that we use, but there aren't a lot of vendors out there that, one, only work with travel agents that do fully customizable FITs and groups. So, and it's specifically for Europe. So I think that you will find this is going to be a really good resource for you, if for nothing else, for comparisons, giving your clients a really good option for something they may have found or you may have found with another vendor. So let's start very basic. Since everybody's new to this one, let's start very basic. So in order to register with Europe Express, just like with any other vendor that I tell people, go to Europe Express and then add travel agent to it. You'll search that. You'll come up to this screen, and right over here, you're going to find a button that will say Advisor Login. You're going to click on Advisor Login. You don't have one, it will ask you if you're new. So you're going to put in the information for a new agent. It will send you a notification. It will tell you that it can take up to 48 hours for notification. They say standard is 24 to 48 hours. I got mine within 2 to 3 hours. So it's pretty quick. It, of course, depends upon when you're going to actually request that. If it's during peak time, it may be a little bit later, but it's pretty quick. So once you get on, this is a nice, for those of you who have been on my trainings before, I love vendors that give me everything because I like tools. I like all the options, the bells and whistles. This one has a lot of things for you as a travel agent because it is geared just for you. So one thing, normally I would start and work my way down. We're going to do something just a little bit different. We're going to go over here to About Us. I want to start with About Us first, because since you are all new to the vendor, I think this is the easiest way to kind of give you an overall feel of what they do. I don't know why that pops up there. So let's take a look at this real quick, okay?
For over 25 years, Europe Express has partnered with travel advisors exclusively to provide inspired, customized FIT and group travel for more than 45,000 travelers a year. With the most extensive product and services throughout Europe's 22 most visited countries, we help you create unique single-city, multi-city, and multi-country experiences with itineraries to meet any client's budget. We provide the convenience of booking your entire FIT and group European itineraries with one supplier. Our commissionable FIT offering includes the broadest selection of 3 to 5-star accommodations, from boutique and major chain hotels to luxury properties, villas, castle stays, and paradors. We also contract an extensive collection of private and shared sightseeing, private executive and shared transfers, air, rail, and car rentals, and have a department dedicated for custom requests. You can create your client's customized itinerary or book one of our pre-built packages in the most popular European destinations. Earn more commission on your client's European cruise with our extensive pre- and post-cruise packages and products for both FIT and groups. Our dynamic, comprehensive, and secure online booking engine makes it quick and easy to complete a booking 24 hours a day, or contact our knowledgeable FIT staff, where our call center is open 7 days a week. Our group's departments agents are experts in the nuances of group logistics, creating personalized itineraries for your leisure, education, pre- and post-cruise, special interests, and multi-generational group clients. From budget to luxury and for between 10 and 600 guests. Setting us apart, we provide competitive pricing, which can be net or commissionable, creative itineraries, offering exclusive sightseeing and authentic experiences, fast quote turnaround, and in-destination customer support while your clients are traveling. Our extensive online resource center contains many helpful tools for FIT and groups, including easy-to-use quote request forms, online booking tutorials, city guides, suggested itineraries, customizable client brochures, training, and pre-recorded hosted webinars. With our dedicated U.S. outside sales team, experienced and well-traveled reservation staff, and expert operations teams in the U.S. and in Europe, you are guaranteed to have an outstanding experience every time you work with us. Make us your partner in European travel.
Okay.
For
Let me pause that. Okay, so that kind of gives you a little bit of an overview. I really love this vendor because, again, like I said, I love bells and whistles. I like us being able to have as many tools in our toolbox as possible. So, and I love something that is focused mainly on Europe. But, you know, I spent the majority of my life living in Europe. So for me, it's really nice to be able to have something that I can really get very specific for my clients if I know there's something really, really detailed. So you'll find that with this vendor has a lot to offer. So again, you can read through the about, but they gave you in a nutshell what their company is about. Now I want to go back before we get to the home screen and we look at bookings and things like that. I want to, because I like tools, I want to look at resources with you. A lot of vendors, as you know, that a lot of them that I've covered, have a lot of brochures, or they have little videos or things that you can share. This one has that and more. This one has a lot of different flyers, and the majority of the flyers, if you scroll all the way to the bottom, are customizable. I sometimes will print them out, put my labels, or sometimes I cut and paste and then apply it, and you never know that it wasn't part of the brochure. You can break the flyers down by itineraries. Now, I will tell you that this isn't the only category. You will find further down the sightseeing flyers as well. They are separate because those, you know, you're adding in as you go. So these are for the country or for the itineraries, and they're very nice. So let's just choose Germany, and I'll kind of let you see what they look like if we can get one to pull up. One of my favorite things. If y'all have not done the holiday markets, you definitely want to put that on your must-do list. It's a fantastic thing to see. Okay, so here this one is 3 pages. They're usually 3 or 4 pages long, and it breaks down a brief summary of each location, talks to you about the type of lodging you're going to be staying at. It will tell you what the weather typically is, what the currency is. It'll show you where it's located. And then this is where you'll put your agent information. You can download them. You can, if you've got the writer for PDFs like I have, you can go ahead and just type it in. You know, you've got lots of different options, but their flyers are really nice. The flyers are very detailed, and they'll break them down for you by, I'll scroll down a little bit, by country. They're really beautiful. This is a really nice one as well. They'll have different types because they don't do just location. They'll do very specific interests. They'll do food. They'll do wine. They do a lot of different things like that. So they will have separate types. Like here's one for Italy for foodies. So they'll have a lot of different options available. I think when I first used them, I think I downloaded maybe 4 or 5 of the flyers. Things that I knew might be of interest, and then I started sending those out. So it's, I'm not going to plug in for me. Okay, it's because I've got the Zoom on there. But anyway, so it gives you a lot of different options, but they're really fun to use. They're short. They're very colorful. I will tell you that I didn't print them all off on mine. I sent mine to Office Depot, and if you go through the Rakuten, it's cheap, and you can go and just drive by and pick them up. You don't even have to go in to pick them up. It's very nice. Okay, so let's get back up here. All right, so webinars, they have webinars that are currently scheduled, and then they have webinars that are pre-recorded. Every webinar that they have, so just so you know, if you did not have a chance to attend, they record all of them and put them all on here. So these are going to be all of your recent webinars here. You can sort them, so you can sort them by advisor support or destination focus. They're already automatically going to be default to advisor support. Okay, so here's all the scheduled ones coming up. They haven't taken the August one off of there, but these are all their upcoming ones. You can click on there once you've got an account. You can click on there and register for them straight from here. Or if you sign up for the emails, they'll send it to you in an email with a link asking you if you'd like to sign up. Okay, all of these are going to be advisor support webinars. They are really nice. They're really good. They cover a lot of detail. One of the nice ones, I have not seen this on the other vendors. It's a 3-part series for movie and TV locations in Europe. Believe it or not, some people just love that. It's like a huge thing. One of my clients, like, yes, yeah. Well, I was like, yes, that's me. I mean, I have a client that really was excited about the movie locations and television locations when I was in Vegas. She's like, oh my God, where do I go? What do I do? People like that kind of thing. They want to see that kind of thing. So I definitely, realize that me, please. This is something you definitely want to take a look at. I recommend with a vendor like this, sign up for them. And before you start doing any like mock bookings or anything, really go through some of this stuff and really kind of soak it up, because there is a lot here. You can also, and you got to go, we have to go further up. You can also become a specialist in some of the areas, and I'll show you what that is here. We'll scoot down here to education programs. But I wanted to show you the education program. This is one of them, for example, for Switzerland. You can become in different areas. You choose your market, you register for it, and then you attend the class, and it's free. Okay. There's four different locations, 2 different ones for Ireland, 1 for Switzerland, and I'm drawing a blank on the other one. Let's take a look. Britain. So I'm sorry, not Ireland. Iceland, Ireland, Switzerland, and Britain. Really good programs. I have not done the Iceland one yet. The Switzerland one is nice, and the Ireland one is really good. So I recommend taking a look at those. But again, there's so many different resources in here for y'all. It's really nice. So online tutorials. If after we've done all this and you still, you maybe couldn't remember some of it, if you go to the online tutorials, they have one for just your first booking. And it will walk you through step by step. Very nice, not oversimplified, but very user-friendly. So those are really nice. This is really nice. They do this city guides. And they do a full support. So you go up here, you put in your destination. We'll go back to Germany. You choose your destination. Here are all the city guides that they have available. You click on that city guide, you can open it up, you can print it, or you can save it, and then you can send it to your client. They're very, very nice. They also have, this is where you sign up for the newsletter I was telling you about. They also have, in addition to the city guides, you have a sheet for your airport taxes and fees, and it has all the links to all the airlines. It has all the information that you need. It will tell you about passports and visas. It will tell you if your client has an American passport, that if they're going to any of these countries, they do not need a visa. Their passport does have to it has to be valid for 6 months after their scheduled return, but they don't have to have visas, because a lot of clients, if you're a new agent especially, a lot of people will say, well, do I have to have a visa? You're going to be, I will find out. The nice thing with resources like this is it will help make those answers so much quicker for you until you kind of learn which ones you need and which ones you don't. This is a great resource. So, and again, it has lots of other things, links that you can click on. It's kind of your one-stop shop, so you don't have to go to a separate window and open this, separate window to look at passports. You can do it all from here. You just click on the different links. So I found that very helpful for one of my clients that had to go to Dusseldorf. Little Lonnie will remember that adventure. So you got a lot of different things. You got a lot of helpful travel sites. This is really nice because especially for some of the newer agents or agents that haven't played around with a lot of things in these specialized vendors before, you've got a lot of different sites here. They'll talk about the Metro Maps, estimated taxi fares. They break it down per location, what that's roughly going to be, weathers and time zones. So kind of so that you can pamper your client a little bit, you know, give them a little packet or something or email them. Passports we talked about, airport taxes. And then these are really nice. They just answer your basic questions that some of your clients may come at you with. And let me show you what this online tutorials looks like real quick. And here are your different, there's your different contact information, emails, phone numbers. Here's your online, you're making your first booking. And then after you click on that, there'll be other ones after that that you can click on. All right. So that's kind of your basic resources. Any questions on those? I know I talk fast, but I'm just trying to get it all in for you. Their resources are really nice. You'll find that they have some of the nicer flyers. I think Luxury Gold would be the next one that has really nice flyers. So they don't look kind of, you know, cheaply made or kind of roughly put together. So take a look at those, go through the trainings, sign up for some of the webinars and that type of thing. I want to go back to the home button real quick. Now, through their site, there are multiple ways to access resources, and there are multiple ways to get a quote or access the options for the groups and the packages. Now, I generally, unless I have somebody I know wants to go to multiple destinations and they really want to break it down and really customize it. If I know this is going to be a truly, fully customized quote, I'm going to come here first because it's going to allow me to give as much detail as I can in here. All right. And once you put in, you select your options here and you put in how many cities, it's going to break down all the different cities. I would recommend be very careful when you choose your departure city, because if you're in a place like New York where you have multiple airports, if you don't pay attention, you'll grab the wrong one. So make sure you pay attention because it's not going to be instantly noticeable for you. But if it's going to be truly customizable, you know it's going to be pretty detailed. This is where I would come first. I would enter in all my information, then you're going to hit search, and then you're going to start your customizing. All right. But if you're not sure, and you know that you've got a couple that they want to go to, let's say Germany, and but they don't know what to do. Right. I recommend what I always do first is I'm going to go here. All right. I'm going to go to FIT first because they kind of know where they want to go. So, and I know how many are going, and I kind of have an idea of what they want. So I'm going to start with this because what you can do, this is going to tell you a little bit about FIT travel. It'll give you suggested itineraries, or you can design a custom one from here. Again, multiple ways to do it, right? Here are your packages by destinations. They do also offer the pre and post cruise packages. They're really nice. I don't have a lot of clients that request those, but if you do, I definitely recommend you going in and looking at that because it's very nice. So anyway, so here's where you can click and you can customize your FIT. No, maybe I didn't hit it. There we go. It's not wanting to work with me. There we go. I guess I didn't hit it quite right. But again, you can do your customization. You can do a pick of one that already exists, an itinerary that already exists. So we'll go in here and let's do a package by destination because I know they're going to Germany, right? So let's just pick Germany. I'm going to go in here, package by destination. I'm going to choose Germany. Okay. All right. So I want the FIT land itineraries, right? So I want to do, let's say I want to do German adventure. And it will give you, you have a couple of choices to make. You can customize a couple of things. It will let you choose, it'll let you choose the, well, I did land only on this one, but let me go back because let me show you, I can show them both to you at the same time, but then it'll let you choose your destination, your airport, your departure city. It'll let you choose, let me try this one. It'll let you choose whether you want twin beds or you want a double bed. Some of the locations, it just depends on where you are. Like this hotel, some of these will both be included and sometimes they're not. So you just take the one that you want. This is obviously just my 4 stars, which is perfectly fine. But if, well, this one doesn't have it, but let's say, oh, it's not letting me choose my date. Let me go back up here. I was going to do one for y'all earlier and it probably stuck in there. Let me pick a different place. Let's go to Iceland. Okay. So then it lets me pick my city. I keep looking too soon. Sorry about that. All right. So I live right outside of Nashville. So I'm going to choose Nashville. I'll pick the date. And you can pick the date on the other pages prior, but when you go this way, you have to do it after. Now, some of the locations right now aren't going past December. I know that this person is going August 1. So we're going to do August. Oh, not available. The airfare is not available. Some of them are doing it, but some of them are not. If it involves Southwest, it's definitely not going to do it. Okay. Let's do November. All right, 2 adults, 1 room. I want the double bed. Return date. And it will remind you how many days you have in each city. And when you do the customizable, when you're doing the real detailed specific one, this process here takes a few minutes. So you just kind of got to be patient. It's not as bad as Vacation Express is, but it's sometimes you got to wait just a few minutes to get the other one to fully load. Okay. And then it will start breaking it down for you. And then all we have to do is make our choices. And it will always keep you, once you start making your choices, it's going to do your total up there for you. And then, all right, so these are all my choices here. And let's see, let's, go back up here. Oops, I didn't hit it, Tamara. Let's see, overnight. That's 72. So that's 72.12. That's 72.12. Yeah, they're a little. That one is. I'll go with this one. Okay, so you choose the one that you want, and again, it's only the other way is going to be look a little bit different, and I'll show you that it's going to look a little different because this one we're using saved itineraries. Okay, so now I go down and I pick whichever one I want. Let's go with, let's see, Best Western. Well, let's go with something different. Let's go with a preferred partner. So double room. I don't want the twin beds. So we'll go with the double room. Go with this one. All right. And these are your transfers to and from the train station. I don't remember what day that is. I think I'm going to take that off because I can't remember what the day was. And let's just do private transfer from the airport.
The booking travel Q&A, but it never happened. It's the second week in a row.
And this is a shared tour if they want to go on that, but let's say our people want to do that. Please ensure that all checked services have a date selected. I guess that would be nice. There we go. Let's choose a date. Okay, and then there's your other tours you can choose from if you want any of those. They've got a couple of really nice ones on there. The ones for France are really nice, especially if you have clients that like culinary packages. They're really nice. Okay, and they do give you an opportunity for markup if you want that, but for this type, me personally, I don't generally do that, but it will tell you what your commission is. It will give you your name and everything, tell you what your commission is. Put in your additional one. If you want that, then hit recalculate. It will give you the full amount, and then you're good to go. But now I will tell you, this is a high one, right? For almost 16,000. But they do have some. They have one to Germany that is less than 1,300 for two people. But it's just a matter of, they have, let me see if they still have the forms. They have forms in here. I think I still have them I could send you. They have forms that will tell you, how generally there are certain questions we ask our clients when we're pre-qualifying them, right? It's no different for this one, but there are a few more specific questions that you're going to ask them about Europe. Why are they going? Where are they going? What are they hoping to get out of it? Those types of things. But I did a quote for a client. Let me try to remember which one we did. Yes, let me show you sightseeing. A sightseeing is if you're truly customizing a package. You're going to pick every thing. Now, I did this for one lady because she was going to a place where I had lived, and she had been there as a child, so we were going through together and talking about different things she missed and wanted to see, so then we went and picked them up. When you're going to do that, you're going to go view your sightseeing options by country. And you're going to pick the country. It will give you these 3 locations. And it will break those down for you. Tells you what's all involved. You can print them. You can share that with them. They have so many things that you can share with your clients. It's very nice that you still get your stuff on, which is really nice. Because I don't like sending the ones that have somebody else's information on. These are the sightseeing flyers I was telling you about that are a little bit different. So they keep them separate. These are all, each one of these locations has individual sightseeing tours, sightseeing packages. And it will break it all out for you. We'll tell you the keys are at the bottom, but it'll give you the information on the location, the type of tour it is, if it's more expensive than another one. They also have, by the way, if you ever have anybody going to Edinburgh, this one right here, the Walking Ghost Tour of Edinburgh and the Loch Ness Glencoe and Highlands are very nice. They're very good tours. I've had a lot of positive comments on those. So it will tell you each one, so you can send the information to, you can send this whole thing to the client and then ask the client which ones they might be interested in. The one I did, I didn't do that just because it was 2 pages long, but some of these are just 1 page, maybe not even a full page. So it kind of helps. Let me see. I was going to see if they had the other thing for you in here. Let's see. They have, let me scroll down. No. They have some flyers in here, but I don't think it'll let me send them to you this way. Here's your frequently asked questions for FITs. Then they have the same thing for groups. Online tutorials. Let's go back. And they have they'll have some key things for you to send to your clients. 8 reasons why you need to use a travel agent for European travel. You know, key questions to ask before booking your clients, that type of thing. They'll go down here. It will give you other things on how to do pre-built packages. If you, like I said, if you want something that's a little bit easier, your client doesn't really know what they want, this is a good one to use. Suggested itineraries, different products. They will talk about their different sightseeing. It will tell you, it'll break it out for you. Let me show you. Customer service requests. I mean, they just have tons of information on here. We'll also help you with how-tos. I don't know if you saw that on the bottom. It will help you with how-tos. Get down here. How to add sightseeing, how to add transfers, viewing the tutorials, we talked about that, how to search for services. So there's just tons of things that you can spend time looking at. There's just so much in here that's why I say, if you can, go ahead and create your account, get on, take a look at it, learn kind of a little bit more about it so you know what your options are. You can kind of learn some of the techniques with the webinars, and it'll make it a little bit easier for you because there is so much, you know. Are there any questions so far? Look over here. Oh, the markup. Oh, sorry, my cat hit my computer. So the markup is like if you've ever used Expedia or Vax, in a lot of those you can add in your service fee. You can add in a separate service fee. You can't do that with all the vendors, but in some of them you can. That's what that is. It's just, so if you want to add an extra service fee, then you just put that dollar amount in there and then hit it, revise it, and it will do it. It is, yes, Laurelani, it is easy to navigate. It's really, and everything is broken out, and it's not one of those that has all these little key things where you got to try to figure out where everything is located. What do they mean by this? It's quite simple to use. It's very nice. But spend a lot of time on the resources page. Go through here, learn about the different things that they have, because I spent about a day and a half going through the site before I did something, and I felt a lot more confident, going through and when I was talking to the client, because I knew the difference with this vendor between the group and the FIT and the prepackaged and the suggested and that type of thing. So it will help you a little bit. And I can show you quickly this one. I don't want to keep you guys too long. And like the video said, they can do up to groups of 600. So they can do quite large groups. The private group travel, again, this is kind of a summary of what they already talked to us about on the video. This is just talking about their the key focus. There's the products and services here. How to get started. I mean, it literally walks you through everything. There's your special interest. There's your pre and post cruise stays. Destination expertise is, and especially if you've never been to the country, or if you're not familiar enough, when you go to do one, if someone wants you to do a quote, call the customer service. They're really nice, and they'll you let them know, look, I've never visited. What are some things, key points that I need to talk to them about? and they'll help you. Because I had to do that for one that I had not been, because I've never been to Portugal, and so I had to call them for that one. But it has the whole thing, how to do it, what the steps are, final payments, when you get your documents. And they do have support within the country, but you also have support there as well. And then you can download the guides here. There are a lot of guides on here that you load. So take advantage of those. Take advantage of looking at the separate types of styles. Y'all, when I say that this sucker has a lot of things for you, it's an understatement. There's a lot you can do in here. When I first saw it, I had so many ideas. I took so many notes, and I was like, oh, I've got to try this. And I kind of became a little addicted. But y'all know I'm the same way with classic vacations and luxury gold too. So I hope this helps a little bit. I'm just looking through to make sure I didn't miss anything I wanted to show you. The best way to do it, just like with the others, the best way to do it is just to kind of play with it. Play with it, see what you like. They will customize everything, including the rail, including transfers, including the air. They'll even can customize that to an extent. They're just really very, very flexible. So play with it, and hopefully this will help you guys. This will help you get maybe a sale that you ordinarily may not. So, and if you're new, I will tell you that getting exposure to vendors like this, experiencing these, then going into the other ones will make it even that much easier for you exploring those, because you'll have seen what all of this is like. So now you'll know what to look for with ones that don't maybe offer as much, if that makes sense. You'll kind of know the key things that you're looking for. So I'm going to just kind of let you guys play with this. I'm going to let you take a look and get signed up. And let's see, are there any other questions? Okay. All right. All right, so if there are no other questions, then I'm going to let you guys go. I'm sorry, whenever I usually like to do 30 minutes, so I apologize. If you have any questions and the tutorials aren't helping, or you can't remember where to go for what, you can always reach out to me. Feel free to contact me. If you can't get a hold of me or can't remember my name or contact information, then reach out to Laura Lonnie. She can get in touch with me. But I'm here to help you any way I can. I know what it's like trying to absorb new vendors all in 30 minutes. It's a little difficult. So, but I love breaking things apart like that. I love seeing what's available for us and really trying to make the most of it. So if it's possible to do with a vendor, then I've probably researched it and figured out how to do it. So feel free to reach out to me. I'll be here and happy to help you any way I can. Otherwise, I will see you guys next Tuesday on our next vendor training. I'm not sure what we're doing next Tuesday, but as soon as I do, I'll let Laura Lonnie know, and she'll get it out to you guys, okay? Y'all have a